Prime-time local news, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
And moving to local news, Lloydminster City Council learned more about a child care facility that may be coming to the border city. The location was proposed to be included in the C5 Service Commercial District.
The C5 district, as the map highlighted, covers a lot of the area along 50th. It covers some of the areas south of the railway tracks as well as quite extensively in the north. So there was a lot of discussion around council around where potentially it could be.
Now, despite not having a location set, City Council still wants to address Lloydminster's lack of childcare facilities.
We want to ensure, as the conversation went, that we do manage development in our city accordingly, but at the same time, especially with daycare, we know that we hear that as well. That's challenging for our residents of the community to find daycare. So if there's an opportunity to create a daycare space from City's Council's perspective, I think that's also important. So that'll be weighted.
Now, the child care facility will be discussed again at next week's council meeting. And it's exciting time here in Lloydminster. The 2023 Lloyd X Fair is officially underway as West Coast amusement staff are hard at work. You can see one worker there really working hard. Power washing and cleaning are some of the main priorities for finishing touches as employees are wrapping up.
The last fair we were at had chuck wagons also, so the dust was an inch thick on everything, so we're detailing and cleaning, so that adds a lot of time onto the, just the setup itself in general. But everything is good, every ride is running, I'll think every light bulb's on, and we'll double check that again, and everything's been safetied and we're good to go.
Now, as you heard there, this year's fair will have an all-new layout which will help block out dust coming in from the chuck wagon races. Residents can also look forward to new additions in the fair for everyone to enjoy.
There's a few new rides. I think we got the spin out. I'm not sure if it was here before. We got the Vertigos, like 120 feet in the air swing ride. So it's going to be very exciting. We got the cotton candy, all the regular carnival stuff, and a few new games, and it's going to be fantastic.
Now, if you don't have your tickets yet, tickets and more information can be found for the fair can be found at lloydex.com. And all the festivities kick off tomorrow with the Lloyd X Fair parade winding throughout the downtown. Organizers say this year's parade has 20% more floats than last year. The parade will take a slightly different route due to construction, and you can find a map of that route on our Facebook page. Now, local dentist Neki Jamal is the honorary parade marshal, and he's excited to serve in this role.
We get to, kick off the exhibition and the following week, and it's going to be a great time. I just can't wait to see everyone there.
Now, the theme for the fair is Times Are Changin'. Dr. Jamal hopes the community will come together and line the streets for this annual tradition.
I just can't wait to see, all my patients waving, and I still remember in like 2010, I dressed up in like a big toothpaste outfit, and I was walking down the parade, and that was wicked. I don't know if they'll let me wear the toothpaste outfit this year.
The parade starts at 10 a.m. and if you can't watch it in person, we'll have a live broadcast of the parade on CKSA and CITL just after 10 a.m. on Wednesday. That's also where you can catch our full conversation with Parade Marshal Neki Jamal. Welcome back. As we were mentioning earlier, the Lloyd X Fair is just a day away, and there's going to be plenty of activities throughout the week to enjoy. Our Thomas Wildman has more on the agricultural events planned over the next few days.
The Lloyd X Fair is going to be coming up very soon, and there's going to be lots of different ag events taking place throughout the fair. And so we have the ag manager at the Lloyd X, Dana LaRouche, here to talk to us a little bit about a few of those events. So thank you so much for being with me today, Dana.
Thanks, Thomas, for having me.
All right, Dana, so let's start. First of all, there's going to be a few of our ag producers and competitors that are going to be part of the parade. Tell me a little bit about them and the draft horse show in general.
We have the draft show that will be starting on Wednesday at 2 o'clock, Thursday and Friday at 8 in the morning. So we're going to have them. We're excited to have the draft horse. They're always a hit. Everybody always enjoys the draft horses. We have the pull on Saturday at 2, I believe. So yeah, it's going to be great, and hopefully we'll have some in the parade. Yeah, so look for those.
Awesome. And then throughout the rest of the week, we've also got a few other shows, including the Gymkhana and the cattle pen show, as well as the sheep show. Talk to me a little bit about those, and kind of especially the pen show and how it's a little different from a typical cattle show.
The pen show will be on Thursday at 11 o'clock. It's going to be held outside, the outside ring in the south arena, or south ring there. And what happens is we have pens set up. We have a judge coming in. It's not going to be judged on like your typical 4-H show, or it's a pen show. So we have pen of 2, pen of 3, commercial, purebred. So it's going to be great. It's going to be an awesome show. We're looking forward to seeing everybody there.
And so for horse events, there's the Gymkhana as well as a few other light horse shows. Talk to me a little bit about those horse events.
On Friday, yes. On Friday at 11 o'clock, we have the sorting, the team sorting. So that's going to be great. Always a hit. Lots of people come and watch that. It's so much fun. We have a Gymkhana that starts at 9 o'clock on Saturday. You can still get entries. We accept entries up till that day. There is a little bit of a cost increase. Yeah, so that is going to be on Saturday. We also have a team roping that will be on Saturday, and I believe that starts at 10 o'clock. So yeah, so come on down. It's going to be, there's lots of events. It's going to be great.
And so finally, we'll talk a little bit about the sheep show. That's just going to be a very typical sheep, kind of similar to 4-H style that they have, correct?
Yes, the sheep show is on Friday. It's, I believe, starts at 1:30. So yeah, come on down. The kids will love the sheep show. We have lots of entries for that. It's going to be great.
Thank you so much for all the information, Dana. And if you have any interest in any of these ag events and would like to enter some of those that are still open, be sure to head to the Lloyd X website. And if you're interested in any of the events that will be happening at the Lloyd X Fair, be sure to check there as well. That will be from July 12th to 15th.
And now it's time for us to check in once again with Shelby Clark for another look at weather.
Thanks so much again there, Mr. Jace Mackey. Yes, now taking an extended look at your weather forecast. We will be starting off in our central zone of the provinces. We have warmed up slightly in most of these spots compared to what we have been seeing yesterday. We were seeing a lot of those teen temperatures in most of these areas on our Alberta side, but now we are just seeing past that 20-degree mark for today. Red Deer and Rocky Mountain House did not get the memo. They are still looking quite cool, 16 and 18 degrees, but so did we. We are just sitting at 18 still here in the border city, so we will be warming up later on tomorrow. The rest are just sitting around 21 and 22 degrees, and over in Jasper, still looking slightly warmer compared to the rest at 24, so Jasper has been seeing some warm days throughout this week. Going over to our Saskatchewan side, they are kind of matching with us a little bit more on our Alberta side. They were still seeing slightly warmer conditions yesterday compared to our side, but now they are starting to slightly cool down in some of their areas. 16 degrees in North Battleford, while it's 20 degrees now in Saskatoon, 21 in both Prince Albert and over in Melfort, and then Meadow Lake and Cold Lake matching just at 22, so it seems like 22 is the warmest condition there. Going over to our northern zone, they have warmed it up as well. They are now seeing past that 20-degree mark as they have cooled down quite a bit yesterday. Most spots are just sitting past that 20-degree mark. 21 in Wollaston Lake, while it is 22 down in South End and Flin Flon. Then we have 23 up in Stony Rapids, and the rest are just sitting at 24, so we are getting closer to those mid-20 temperatures. Going back over to Alberta side here, they were still seeing some warm conditions yesterday, and it seems like they are continuing that pattern, especially over in Peace River and High Level at 25 and 26. Fort Chipewyan is also seeing a nice warm temperature. They have kicked it up a notch compared to what they had been seeing yesterday. And then we're looking at 24 for both Fort McMurray and Grand Prairie, and Slave Lake is just a degree under at 23, so they are still seeing nice warm conditions for right now. Now we're going over to our southern zone. They have cooled it down quite a bit. They were seeing some scorchers yesterday, so we kind of flipped the script, especially Medicine Hat. They were just seeing past that 30-degree mark. Now they're down to 24, so they are still seeing a warm day, but not as warm as what they were seeing yesterday. 20 degrees now in Lethbridge, as they were even seeing closer to that 30-degree mark as well yesterday. But now for today, they are just sitting at 20, and the rest are seeing those teen temperatures on this side, with Banff and Calgary at 16, Coronation just reaching 18. And going back over to our Saskatchewan side here, they have cooled it down quite a bit. They have been seeing some warm conditions starting off this week, but they are probably seeing the coolest conditions compared to all these spots that we have been checking out. 14 degrees even now in Swift Current and Moose Jaw. They are even underneath that 15-degree mark. 16 over in Estevan, and it is now 18 in Regina, and then we start to slowly warm up with 20 degrees now in Kindersley and Yorkton. But now as we look at some overnight evening lows on this list in our surrounding area, we will be cooling down slightly for most of these spots. Most are expecting double digits for tonight, a low of 10 and 11 for Bonnyville and Provost. Isle of Cross will be expecting the warmest condition with a low of 13, and then we have those single digits with Meadow Lake and Paradise Hill, a low of 8 and 9 degrees. So we won't be cooling down by too much in most of these spots in our surrounding area, although we won't be seeing a high chance of precipitation or rainfall across the surrounding area as well. It will be more of a clear and calm night, unfortunately. Looking at our hourly forecast for our Wednesday here in the border city, what we can expect throughout the day tomorrow, just in time for everything to kick off. We will be reaching that 20-degree mark in the afternoon, and for our daytime high, we will be reaching around 23, 24 degrees. We will slightly warm up from what we saw today for sure. We are expecting a beautiful day tomorrow, and we will even see that continue on throughout the rest of the week, just in time for the fair. 25 Thursday, well, we will be sitting at that 24 again Friday, so we will be kind of sitting at those mid-20s for the rest of the week. So please make sure you are prepared. You are dressing appropriately, you got the sunscreen, water, you will be needing it. Safety is top priority while you're out there having fun. And then as we head into the weekend, we will be looking at that 23 both Saturday and Sunday, and then warming it up even more as we start off next week with 24 next Monday and 25 degrees next Tuesday. And that's all I have for now. RJ Mackey, we'll have more news coming up after the break.
I'm back at Border Paws Animal Shelter for another edition of Pet Project, and today we have two adorable puppies, Kiwi and Coconut. Tell me a little bit about their story and how they were brought here.
Yeah, so they came in a couple weeks ago. There's 8 of them. And so, yeah, apparently they were dropped in somebody's backyard in Lloydminster. And so they came in as strays, no mom, but I mean, they seemed pretty healthy, so that was really nice. But yeah, they're very playful. They're already all spayed and neutered and vaccinated, so they're good to go. Yeah, super playful puppies. They will be a large breed, so whoever adopts them, keep that in mind. I would say they're about 8-9 weeks right now. But yeah, I mean, they're puppies, so they'd probably be good with anybody. If you have little kids, though, obviously puppies still need training. So, I mean, keep that in mind if you do have little kids and you're wanting to adopt them, that they aren't trained yet. So you will have a bit of work to do with them. But I mean, they're young, so they'll be able to be trained pretty easily, I believe.
And with the litter, how many girls versus boys are there?
5, I think 5 girls and 3 boys. And then there are a little bit of, yeah, like as you can see, like one kind of looks a little bit, German Shepherd-y, and then the other one's just kind of a shepherd. So there's a little bit of everything, I think, in them. So,
but they will be quite large.
Yeah, you can tell already. We think they're only about 8 weeks, so they're going to be quite big dogs. I mean, some bigger than others, but yeah, you're looking at about at least 80 pounds.
Well, they're absolutely adorable, as all puppies are and stuff, and their personalities are starting to form and all that, but I'm sure getting them into the right home will be perfect. And of course, the people and families can come in and play with them for a bit to see how they interact with the family and stuff, which is fantastic. Now, you have a few events on the go. PetSmart event, tell me a little bit about that, what the times are and the dates.
Yeah, so we have PetSmart going on right now, and actually we have some puppies there right now, so it's a perfect time to come and meet those puppies. We are there Tuesday to Friday, 12 to 5, and then we'll be there again from 4 to 7 Saturday and Sunday, and we'll also have some kittens there, as well as some older ones too.
Which is awesome. I love the PetSmart events because it's just a different location for people to go and, you know, get acquainted with the animals that you have. And then it also helps you guys without having a bunch of people coming in and all that. Now you have your microchipping event, which you had to move due to the road, your parking lot getting redone, and it's done, and you have it on the 22nd, so that's coming up.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about the info that people should know about that.
Yeah, so that's July 22nd. So we're going to be microchipping from 11 to 4. It's a minimum $30 donation. So yeah, you can come on down, and then we're also having a barbecue that same day. So while you're waiting, you can definitely have a hot dog, pop, chip, and that's running from 12 to 4. So, and then we'll also be doing glitter tattoos, our famous glitter tattoos. So yeah, if you know, it's a great way to get your pet back to you a lot faster. I mean, then the animal doesn't stay with us that long, so then we can intake other strays, because then we can just give you a call right away. Also, if, you know, somebody brings it into the vet clinic, you know, I know even like PetSmart, places like that, have scanners now for microchips, you're just going to have a better chance of having your pet reunited with you.
And it is a fantastic price, because if you take into account the price of the chip and then the vet bills and all that,
exactly,
$30 seems like a very, very reasonable price, and it's a great deal for people, especially if they can't always afford it, and that's why they're pushing it off and stuff.
Absolutely.
It's a great idea. And do you think you'll be doing, if this goes well, you'll do more in the future?
Yeah, if it's a good turnout, even if it isn't, we probably will try, because I mean, timing, I guess, you know, a lot of people are at the lake, it is summer. So yeah, we'll probably do another one in the fall, because I mean, any way we can get the animals back to their owners faster is just a win for everybody.
Yes, exactly. Now, we were talking a little bit earlier, you have a 50% sale on adult animals.
Yes, so now until the 22nd, so right up until our microchip event, all adult animals, so adult being anything over 6 months, is 50% off. So that means adult cats would be $75, and adult dogs would be $125. So it's a great time if, you know, you don't really have the money right now, you know, summer can be a little expensive. It's a perfect time to come and adopt. Plus, it just helps free up some room in our shelter, just because we are still at max capacity. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, helps you out getting an animal cheaper and helps to make us room. So.
Which is a win-win for everybody.
Exactly.
A win-win for the animals, you guys, and then obviously the homes that they're going to, which is awesome. Now, is there any donations that you're in need of for people to know?
So puppy and kitten food we can definitely use, as well as blankets. Again, I mentioned last week our washing machine is still broken, so we can always use any bedding. We take towel sheets, you know, anything like that, comforters, and then yeah, just we have a lot of kittens in our care as well as a lot of puppies, so any dry or kibble we can definitely use.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me. And the rambunctious puppies are running around playing, but they were, you know, they're just being puppies, which is great, and they'll definitely make a great addition to any house.
Furniture set and design supplied by Furniture Gallery, downtown Lloydminster.
Billy Asen is joining me today on Primetime Local News. Billy is the executive producer of Extreme Mudfest coming up next month in Cold Lake. Billy, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Stacey.
Well, Billy, this is such an exciting event. I know people look forward to it every year. Let's talk about for the first time goer, say somebody who's never heard of it or has never been there before, what can they expect?
Well, I will tell you that you are in for a treat. Mudfest, we like to always say there's something for everyone. And Even though we try our hardest to market everything that's happening at Mudfest, we always hear when people come out of it saying, oh man, you kind of just got to go to understand it. So this year, we're opening gates early on Wednesday for early loading camping. Camping is all first come, first serve, unless you got one of those packages for reserved spots. Unfortunately, at this point, they are sold out. Camping is nearly sold out for the per person spot. So if you are planning on camping, please go and get your passes. We open Wednesday, August 16th for early camping. That night, we're going to have Battle of the Bands. We're going to have our after hours open. It's going to be a ton of fun. Going into Thursday, which is new to Mudfest this year, we're going to have extreme bull riding in the arena, which is going to be great.
Oh
then
my goodness.
afterwards, yeah, it's going to be really fun. Following that, we're going to have a live band, and the after hours is always on fire. You guys will have so much fun there. Rolling into Friday, we start all of our extreme racing. So we've got rock crawlers, tough trucks, lawnmowers, mega trucks, mud drags. If you like endurance and power, Mudfest is the place for you for sure. And then Friday night is our rock night. So we have Canadian legends Finger 11 headlining. And I got to tell you, the buzz is going crazy. We're so excited about it. Following the concert, we roll until 3 o'clock in the morning in our after hours, which is a ton of fun. And then Saturday, we open gates at 9 in the morning. We're going to do a pancake breakfast this year, brought to you by the Cold Lake Egg Society. Then we're going to go into a day of fun. So we've got a wonderful vendors market for everyone to come and check out some local craftsmiths, all different things are in there. Really, really fun. We've got some great food trucks. We've got an entire kids zone with face painting and bouncy castles. So anyone, if you have young kids, kids 12 and under are 100% free. So it's such a great family weekend. And then we roll into all of our racing again. All of the classes race on Saturday. And if you're feeling athletic, we also have an extreme mud run for charity. So anybody who's seen this before, you don't have to be an athlete. It's just super fun to run through the mud pits. The course changes every year. It probably takes about 10, 15 minutes. It's not a huge thing, but it's a lot of fun if you want to get muddy. And then Saturday night, we have our country night. So we're bringing back from year one, the Road Hammers, which is really exciting. And then headlining is Canada's #1 streamed band, the James Barker Band. And if you haven't heard of them or you haven't seen them, their show pounds. It's so much fun. We've also got some wonderful locals underneath. And then Saturday night, of course, we've got our after hours rolling again. And then we roll into Sunday, what we call Family Day. So there are no big concerts on Sunday, but Sunday is actually one of my favorite days. It's a super affordable ticket. Of course, kids 12 and under, always free. The bounce castles, all of that is running. The vendors market, the food trucks, everything's running, all of the racing. And then Sunday night, we've actually got a live band performing, and we do all of the racer awards. It's kind of like our Mudfest community coming together in a small, intimate way. And it's just so much fun. So if you are camping for the weekend, I highly suggest you stay until Monday.
Now, as far as getting tickets for the actual event, Billy, should people be buying them now, or can they wait and, maybe last minute decide, well, maybe we'll go to Family Day, or do you advise getting them now?
I always suggest to buy in advance because we only have limited tickets at certain tiers. So it always saves you a little bit of beer money if you buy in advance. If you're looking to register as a racer, please do pre-register. There's a lot of communication that has to happen prior to, waivers to be signed, so on and so forth. So we want to make sure that everybody's totally organized. And then, of course, we have our softball tournament that's happening as well. So we are 50% sold out of teams. So if you are looking to register a team, please do not wait until the week of or the day of gates. Please register your team in advance because we won't be able to register you at the gate. That has to be pre-done. Day of tickets, you're more than welcome to buy them the day of. But again, ticket prices do go up at the gate. So I would just suggest that you save the beer money and the food truck money and get yourself a little discount. All tickets can be found at extrememudfest.com on our website. And for all of the information about the show, I would highly suggest you sign up to our email newsletter, which you can do directly at extrememudfest.com, and also follow us on social media. So it's Instagram is at extreme_mudfest, and Facebook is Extreme Mudfest, of course.
Billy, I can't imagine how much work goes into this event. Just listing off everything that you have planned is insane. Do you need volunteers? Do you take volunteers at this point, or is that all covered?
We do. So one of the things that I have to take onus on for not overly promoting, but we do work with multiple different volunteer groups. So if your group is looking to fundraise this year, please do contact us. We also hire hourly workers. So we're always looking for bartenders, for laborers, all different positions. We are 95% locally staffed. So please, if you are looking for some summer work that's super fun, shoot us an email at info@extrememudfest.com and we will get back to you right away. I forgot to mention, Stacey, and I can't believe I forgot to mention this. Last year, we added extreme Barbie Jeep racing. And so this year, we're bringing it back again on Sunday. So if there's anyone out there who's not, you don't have to be a racer. You do have to sign the waivers, sign up on Sunday. But if you have a cool Barbie Jeep or you want to deck one out and you want to come in and you want to race, please do sign up for Barbie Jeep racing. It's a ton of fun. It's $25 to enter, and 100% of those proceeds will actually be going to one of our racers who recently passed away this year. He left behind some young daughters, so we are fundraising for them. So if you have a Barbie Jeep and you want to come out and raise money for some kids, this is the time to do it.
Billy, this just sounds like an amazing weekend. Once again, can you throw out the information on the website so we can just remind everybody where they can get whatever information they need on this event?
Absolutely. So Extreme Mud Fest, August 16th to 20th, gates open Wednesday, August 16th. Tickets and information can all be found at extrememudfest.com. For those of you who are not camping, I would also like to let everyone know that we will have safe busing to and from local hotels. All of that information can also be found on the website. So there's no excuses to not come to Mudfest. You got a safe ride, you've got Barbie Jeeps, you got bull riding, you got live music, you got race cars. You pretty much have everything you need. So we can't wait to see you and your families August 16th to 20th at the Cold Lake Egg Society grounds.
All right, Billy. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. We really appreciate it, and good luck with the event.
Thank you. We hope to see you there.
And that's our show on this Tuesday night. Thank you all so much for joining us for Primetime Local News. Have a great night, and we'll see you here again tomorrow and for the parade.